Hi, I'm Twon. This is my buddy Fro here.
And today on our show, we're going to go over Twons Top Picks.
Top!
So stay tuned. So like I said, today we're going to go over Twons Top Picks of car audio gear. We're going to start with radios.
Radio.
So what's your favorite radio, Twon?
I've got this one in my truck I really like. It's called a Kenwood DNX 893S. Thing's got everything. It's loaded to the hills, and that's why I like it, because, working in a store, you want everything. You want all the features. I've got Apple CarPlay, I've got Android Auto, I've got a couple USB ports. I can connect my phone and do high-speed charging on there. It works fast for charging that phone up. Also, with that navigation, it's got navigation built into it as well, too. So I live out in the sticks, and sometimes there's not navigation out there because through the phone, through Apple CarPlay, because you don't have cellular signal. So that'll get you through all those deep, dark forests,
And it's Garmin navigation.
Simple, easy to use. Another thing I really like is a 15-band EQ. Anytime on there, I can just touch the little EQ feature, and I can adjust the sound and play with it however I want. And little dancing lights, people like those, too. I do, too.
So next up, we're going to talk about single-din radios. Twon, what is your favorite single-din radio?
Well, we're back to Kenwood again. I like Kenwood a lot. So here's another Kenwood pick. The Kenwood KDC X701. Now, I like this guy. It's two down from the top, but Kenwood, I'd really like to kick them, where. Because the two top models, they haven't changed in like 3-4 years, and that's really driving me crazy. But the 701, let's get back to what I actually like. It's got all the newest updated chips for Bluetooth on there. It's got the HD radio in there. It's got USBs on the back of the deck now, too. Instead of the prior year, they had them on one on the front. But now they got them on the back. Much cleaner for install, visual purposes for the dash. It just looks much nicer on there. We got a nice 24-bit D-to-A converter on there. We've also got 3 sets of RCA outputs. They're either 4 or 5 volt out, but excellent stuff.
So next up, we're going to talk about amplifiers. Twon, what is your favorite line of amplifiers?
My favorite line, let me tell you, is the JL HD amps. And again, it goes back to something I know, something I'm familiar with. I've got a couple in my truck, in my wife's car. I've got one in there also. Really good, excellent performing amplifiers and a small footprint. A lot of days now, these cars, you see some of these other amps, they're pretty big and, take up a lot of space. The problem is real estate inside cars nowadays are getting harder and harder to come by to shove these things and put them. So these HD amps are about yay big, but I got like a 1200 watt monoblock. That works awesome for running my subs. I've also got a 4-channel amp, the 604. It's 150 watts a channel. That thing is same footprint, same exact footprint on there. It gives me some awesome sounds for my highs. These guys also have fully regulated power supplies, so no matter if your voltage is dropping down real low, they're still going to be putting out that same amount of power. And the other thing that's really cool is their impedance matching, especially on the monoblock on there. So whether you got a 1.5 ohm load or you got a 4 ohm load, that amp puts out that 1200 watts on there. It's going to stay. So it's nice for flexibility for customers too. Say, oh, I got 2 dual 4 ohms or I got 2 dual 2 ohms. Either way, I know this amp's going to work and it's going to perform to the output that we need it for.
Next up, we're going to talk about speakers. Twon, what's your favorite line of speakers?
My favorite line, I know you guys are not going to believe this, is Power Bass.
Yeah, they do make good speakers, but I'm guessing
that's not really what I was going to say. I got to say, I'm a Hertz guy. I love those guys. The high energies, that's the lineup I got in my front doors. I got the XLs. Those things are bad boys. And what I really love about them is you get a crap load of mid-bass on there. You got a real big, beefy driver, and if you listen to a vehicle that has a lot of mid-bass, it just blends the whole system together much, much better. And the other thing I like about that setup is I've got a separate tweeter on there too, and it's a bigger tweeter than what the normal standard high-energy series is. Much smoother, cleaner on there, and when you're cranking this thing up, it doesn't give you the ear fatigue. You're like, oh my gosh, plug my ears, because my ears are going to bleed. You just don't get that feeling from those guys. So they do really well. Overall, those are going to definitely be my guys that I like as a favorite. And again, they're in my vehicle, so that's what I like.
Makes sense. And last but not least, we're going to bring up subwoofers. Twon, what is your favorite subwoofer?
I like things that go boom, 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 boom. Actually, I like the JL 12W6. Those things are phenomenal woofers. Tons of bass. really beefy built, just phenomenal sounding. It doesn't matter what you play. You put them in a nice box and build them to the parameters they're supposed to be. I don't care if you listen to jazz, you listen to rap, whatever, rock, death metal, whatever. These things are going to sound good no matter what, as long as you get some good power backing these guys up. And I'm going to tell you right now, everything else I've been telling you I have in my truck, I don't have these in my truck. And I want 4 of them. 4. I can't seem to make it happen.
I can't fit 12 of those under his back seat. Unfortunately, I can't do that.
12 of them. I was just asking for 4, but
4 12s under his back seat. Yeah, it's just not going to fit. There's a whole physics thing. If you can't break the laws of physics, well, not too feasible.
Crew cab truck, kind of limited on the space there for woofers, so we're a different alternative right now.
For now.
So now that you know some of my top picks, next week look forward to seeing some of Fro's top picks. And remember, we got 4 locations here in Oregon. We got 82nd, Gresham, Salem, Aloha.
And like us on Facebook. Every store has their own page. And if you're watching this on YouTube, smash that subscribe button to see what we're up to. Thank you and have a great day.
Don't ruin your keyboard smashing it too hard.
Yeah, don't do that.